Hello everybody, this is Adrián Francisco. Thank you for watching another YouTube tutorial of the Nanopto channel. So today I'm going to show you how I do to edit the videos so everybody can also edit their own videos. This video is aimed to my own research group so they can record the videos in the laboratory or make their own tutorials and upload to our YouTube channel by doing just a simple edition. If you are not from my research group, you are of course welcome to watch this video, and I hope it is helpful for you, even though it's really an introduction to this program and really simple edition. I do the video edition with this software called Wondershare Filmora 9. It's a really simple program, but the result looks really fine. If you want, you can check the other videos in this channel. So this program can be downloaded for free from the web page. However, it's just the trial version. So when you export the video, it has a watermark. That's why we have at the optics laboratory in the solar simulator workstation a computer with the license of Filmora 9. So the idea is that everybody in our research group can record the video or make the tutorial, edit it themselves using this program at home, and then go to the laboratory and use that computer to export it without the watermark, and then upload it to our YouTube channel. So once you have downloaded and installed the free version of the program, there is two more things that we are going to use. Is some effect and transition packs from this web page. So Filmora has these effects and add-ons web page called Wondershare Film Stock, where you can purchase effects, videos, audio, images, and also there is free stuff. In particular, we are going to use this one, a modern material pack, and retro shapes pack. So we click on them, and after you log in, so you will need to create an account, of course free. You can download it, and the other one. Probably you will need to try twice or 3 times. At least for me, it didn't work smoothly at the first try, but after a couple tries, I could install it. So once we have installed the program and these 2 effect packs, we are ready to start the edition. So we open the program, and I'm going to select, here is just drag and drop. In the media tab, there is like a resources window where I can drag and drop all the resources I'm going to use in my video. So in this case, I have prepared the different intros. Why I have already prepared the intros and I don't show how I do them with Filmora? Well, first of all, because it is easier if it is already made. So you just have to drag and drop the introduction. And second, because when I installed Filmora and I started to use it, there was an effect pack, an add-on, which was free at that moment, and I use it a lot. But now it's not free, so I'm not going to use it. We are going to adapt it, and we are going to use a different transition than the ones that I have in the previous videos. But they are free, and I expect them to keep being free for a long time. So I paste here in the resources folder the introduction, and now I'm going to move it here to the timeline, to the video track. It's going to tell me the resolution is different, but I have it in 30 frames per second. So yeah, let's keep it like that. Here at the top right, there is a preview. It goes a little bit slow because it's just a preview. If I wanted it to go perfectly, I could press this button here, but I'm just going to show quickly what is it. It's the introduction, and as you can see, it doesn't have sound because I exported the sound separately. Here, audio intro. Again, I move it here to the resources tab, which is in media, and from media I move it to the audio track. Now when I press play in the preview, there is actually sound. I don't know if you could hear it because I have the sound maybe too low. But yeah, there is sound. And I separated the tracks because the audio track is fading out, and I like the audio track to fade out into the video that you have recorded or the tutorial that you have recorded. So far we have the introduction. Now let's try with the tutorial that you have recorded or with the video that you have recorded. So I have prepared this example here in which I start from the desktop, I say hello, blah, blah, blah. Right now, since I have this cursor here, it didn't go until the beginning of until the end of the previous video track, but if I hadn't this there, it would have gone there. I can just move it and paste it together. However, I'm going to press Ctrl-Shift to go back, because I kind of like, if you leave a gap, there will be a black screen for an instant, and that's useful because as you see, there is a transition from this to the recording, and it's an abrupt transition. So I'm going to use the transitions from the plugins pack that we have downloaded, in particular the Modern Material pack, this one. So I went to transitions, I select the pack that I downloaded before, and I move it here. I can paste it here, I can paste it there, or if they were together, I could paste it in the middle. So I paste it here, and we can observe how now there is a transition after a black screen. If I don't want the black screen, I just can put both of them together, and there wouldn't be any black screen. That, as you prefer. I tend to prefer a black screen. Again, I'm going to press Ctrl-Z and leave that black screen there. Okay, so this is the recording of the screen that I have from this tutorial. And if, for example, it wasn't a screen recording, it was some video that you recorded at the laboratory, and you need to remove the audio of the recording and put a song, because actually you want the video to be interesting, so you really want a nice song that can help people watch in the end of the video. So you right click and you select separate audio. Now the audio is separated, it's another track. I can remove it or I can just mute it. And I'm going to go for a song. So I go to this resources tab, and I have prepared this song. Put in the resources track, and I'm going to move it here. I'm going to add an audio track. So I click here and I select add audio track. Now there is another, I added, I think, a video track. Okay. Add audio track, sorry. So now I have added the audio track, and I can move it here to this audio track and put it from the beginning of the video, for example. And now we should, I'm going to put this a bit higher. We should hear only the music. Okay, so now we have the video and the music. Of course, the length doesn't match, so I would probably need another song or try to cut parts of this song and repeat them until the video finishes. First, I'm going to show you where did I obtain those songs. So I obtained it from 2 web pages. All of these links I am going to put in the video description, so you can visit them. The songs, I usually use these 2 royalty-free music web pages called hooksounds.com, which has royalty-free, and the ones which have the premium tag, they are not free, but the free you can use them. And this other web page, Motion Array, which also has some free songs that you can filter by and use them as you want. They are really good, the songs from these both web pages, so I like to use them a lot. And it is for free, it's royalty free. You just need to do two things. One is acknowledge the authorship, acknowledge the web page from which you downloaded. All of this in the description of the video. You will see here that I also acknowledge the authorship of this and the copyright of these songs. And you also need to not monetize your video. So you do it for free and then you can use them. So I obtained the music from there. And now let's imagine that here I need to explain something. I need something to appear in the screen explaining what I am doing. For example, if you are recording in the laboratory the steps that you are making to switch from step 1 to step 2, you will probably need first a transition like this. So you can select this, cut it, and once it is cut, you can go to transitions, select it, and paste it wherever you want. For example, here in the middle. And I transitions. Imagine this is a new step. So now we need to add some explanations here to say this is the second step. So the best looking thing that we can do is add some titles. And we are going to add them from also the packs that we downloaded. So we go to the modern material pack. I usually select this one. It's the one I like the most. And I select where, and not on top, but in the other track that I created by accident, but it's going to come in handy now. I paste it there, and as you can see, it appears now something. It is written there, the name of the pack, but I can click. First, I click in this track, and then I can double click here to edit what is written and put, for example, second step if I want. Let's put it here, maybe in bold or like this. And now of course I also can select the lower text and change whatever I want to write there. Once I finish, I click OK, and now we have this really cool box text appearing explaining what I am doing now in this second step. So it just consists in adding these titles. How is it called here in Filmora? Or sometimes you also need another different type of box, because one is maybe for steps, but the other is just to make some comments. So I use this retro shapes pack, and here you can select the one you want. For example, this one. I select it and I press play, and I can preview what it's going to make, and I can add it wherever I want. I add it here. So when the times come, I see it, and I can again select the track and change the text. I can also expand it to make it last longer, and edit some different settings by clicking here in editing, and I can have direct access already to the text, and some other options of the type of text. For example, now I change this, or I choose this, whatever you prefer. Okay, so this is mostly it. And finally, to finish, I want to explain how to record the screen to make your own videos. So usually I was using a different program than Filmora to record it. I was using this program, OBS Studio. because the Filmora screen recorder wasn't working for me. It didn't record properly the mouse, or it didn't work at all, so I wasn't using it. However, in this new version of Filmora, it works really fine. So if you want it simple, the best option is that you also use this Filmora recording feature. So you go Media tab and select Record. You can record from the webcam, record from the computer screen, or just record the voice. So if we select Record from the computer screen, which is what I do to make tutorials, or what I would do, I press it, it will take a few moments to load. Okay, here it is. So now you see here that they have some, let's say, some handles at the bottom and on top that I can move, and it will show me what I'm going to record. So maybe I don't want to record the Windows bar, so I just pull this up until I don't record it, or I can drag this from the middle and move it around. And finally, if I want to start recording, I press the red button. Can also change some of the options. I chose 30 frames per second because that's the frame rate of the intro and outro that I have already recorded. And you can choose also options related to the mouse. So after you click recording, there will appear a square indicating that it is recording. You can minimize that or move to another screen if you have multiple screens. And when you finish the recording and you press finish, the record will appear in the project that you have already opened. So for example, I click record, it's going to tell me that it is going to record, and it starts recording. Here is the timer. I can minimize it, but I'm going to stop it. So it finishes, and here I got the recording that I just made. So you can make the tutorials like this easily with the very same program, with Filmora. And that's it. Now we are missing only to paste for example, the outro, if this was the video that we were actually, sorry, have to leave here this first. Okay, yeah. So I can now put the outro, and that will be it. Here I have outro, no transition, because now I have to add this free transition. So I go to transition, I select the one, I paste it here. If I drag the timeline, the time expands with center on the cursor. So I expand it, and now the outro file already has sound, so it's everything there. So now it's just a matter of going to the laboratory and click export, and you will have made your own video, your own tutorial. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, I suggest that you take a look at the other videos, because some are pretty interesting about our laboratories and our methodologies, and also some tutorials about the programs that we use. Thank you and goodbye.